Man, I can't wait to get Donald Trump out of office.
Why?
Why? Don't tell me you don't think he colluded with Russia.
Well, I mean, according to Robert Mueller's exhaustive multi-million-dollar investigation, there was no evidence of that. But there was evidence that the Obama administration spied on him and his campaign, using the FBI and falsely creating the hoax.
Huh. Well, he said he repealed and replaced Obamacare, huh? What happened to that?
Well, I mean, he removed the tax penalty, which removes the mandate, and Congress now just has to move with its replacement. You know, I mean, he can't do it by executive order. And you do know that Obama had very little to do with the writing of the ACA, right? Not to mention that Trump signed 4 executive orders to cut insulin and prescription drug prices significantly.
Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, he said he was gonna build a wall and Mexico was gonna pay for it? What happened to that?
Well, I mean, he's built over 260 miles of new wall so far, and he's renegotiated NAFTA, costing Mexico billions of dollars that were given to them by Bill Clinton through the returning of jobs in America.
Well, that's not them paying for it.
Billions, Nancy. I mean, did you think he literally meant Mexico was going to write a check with wall in the memo?
Well, he's buddy-buddy with Putin and Kim Jong-un.
You know, getting along with your adversaries is not a bad thing. Or would you prefer he antagonize him? By the way, when was the last test missile North Korea sent Japan's way?
Huh? Well, he doesn't like the military, okay? He calls their soldiers users.
You're referring to a report made from anonymous sources, when, in fact, over 9 people who are actually with the president that have gone on record saying that this just wasn't true. That doesn't send up any red flags for you? I mean, he's brought home our vets and taken great strides and put a lot of money into fixing the VA. Funny way to treat people you think are losers, don't you think?
Well, he got impeached. And I impeached him.
Yep, impeached by a partisan House and subsequently acquitted as there was no evidence that the president did anything wrong. No quid pro quo in his communication with the president of Ukraine. By the way, did you know that Biden actually admitted on national television to doing the exact same thing while in office?
Well, he handled COVID horribly.
Oh yeah? What would you have done differently?
Well, I would have closed the borders immediately.
Well, he announced travel restrictions on January 21st and was called xenophobic for doing so. And all the while, you, Nancy Pelosi, were walking in Chinatown telling everyone to come on down. The water's fine.
I remember that. But seriously, okay, Trump is responsible for over 200,000 COVID-19 deaths.
Well, I mean, in early March, it was projected that over 2.5 million people would die if coronavirus went unchecked, and with the best efforts, 240,000 would still die.
Well, he said everything will be fine and that this will end, you know?
Did you want him to run around screaming that the sky was falling?
Well, listen to the way he talks, okay? He's nasty, all right? He's not how I want my president to sound.
Now we're getting somewhere. You don't like his personality, and everything you mentioned up until now is because you don't like his personality. So for you, it seems personal and not about the job he's done. So listen, if you want a president who will tell you whatever you want to hear, flip-flopping on every issue, not getting anything done his entire career in office, but sounds like a real nice guy, even though he seems seriously impaired, then Joe Biden is definitely your man.
Joe Biden is our man, you know, and if things happen to not work out for Joe, then I should take the responsibility of president.